Good afternoon. What I'm going to make for you today is my version of clam chowder. I've got the pan heating up here and I'm going to add in some no salted butter, just a little bit. I don't have any bacon grease, so I'm just going to add a pat of no salted butter in. And then I'm going to add in some of my homemade garlic olive oil. And then I'm going to add in some aromatics. So I'm going to add in some onion. You don't want to do too much because you don't want it to overpower the chowder, because this is going to be about clams. And then I'm also going to add in some little bit of garlic. Always got to have my garlic in there. And I can hear this starting to sizzle now, so that's good. I want it to start cooking those. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in my celery at this time, because I like that to cook down. And then I cook mine in a little bit smaller pieces because I don't like big chunks of celery. So I'm going to go ahead and add all that in there. Then I'm going to add some salt. And again, I use pink Himalayan sea salt. It's just my favorite. I like. I'll put in a little bit of black pepper. And now I have right here fresh thyme, fresh thyme, and fresh parsley. And now that this is coming up a little bit, I might wait, just give it just a minute to cook a little bit longer before I throw those in. I am going to throw the bay leaf in. And I forgot to grab the chicken broth. So I have 2 cans of diced minced clams. And then, but they have the broth with them, the juice. So I'm not sure they're going to have to use this. So when I get it to the temp that I want to, and I add in the broth and everything, and I let it cook for a while, I'll test the broth and see if I need to add that clam juice. Because you do want it to be pretty clammy because it is a chowder. I make mine a little bit less on the milky side, and I do more on the broth side. So I'm trying to make it so you can see the pan. But I will do this here so that, and this time I'm going to try to hold it still and while that's coming up. So this is the recipe if you want to take a screenshot. And I'll hold it there for a couple of seconds. And then I'll flip it over for the instructions. And sorry, these are just my rough draft instructions. You know, the thing about a recipe is you can add in what you like and take out what you don't like. So, now we're ready to add in the fresh thyme, dill, and parsley. It's starting to smell good in here now. Okay, I'm going to add that in. And I didn't have russet potatoes, but I actually prefer sweet potatoes. So today I'm going to be using sweet potatoes. I'm letting those cook down just a little bit. And then I'm going to use some reduced sodium chicken stock, because I really like mine brothy. And at the very end, I'll add in some heavy cream. Alright, so now we're going to add in 2 cans of minced clams. I'm going to make sure you get all those little nuggets out of there. That's 1. Here's 2. And I already have like a good amount of broth in here, so that's good. So I may not need that extra can of clam juice. Because you do want it to be balanced. You don't want it to be, you know, just too clammy. It tastes like clam juice with a little bit of veggies. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add in these are already cooked sweet potatoes. I'll go ahead and add those in. Give this stuff a stir here. I'm gonna put the lid on this and let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't take long because pretty much everything in there is cooked. And I'm gonna add as much broth or liquid as I want because I really like a lot of broth. So I'm not sure if you can see how full that is, but it is like almost like a little bit down from the top, and I could even add in more broth if I want, but I think I'm going to leave it there. But I am going to go ahead and taste it to see if the broth is right. Oh man, oh, that is good. Now I'm going to put the lid on it and clean up all this stuff. I don't need this one because that has a good clam flavor on it. I'll put the lid on it and then I'll come back for the second video and I'll show you what it looks like because I'm going to add the milk in. And I might even use my immersion blender because that will make it even creamier with the potatoes if you want. I like to do that from time to time. And then I'm going to make I like to make the sourdough bread in the skillet when I'm having this. I don't like to toast it in a toaster. It's just got a different flavor. So I'll come back with all that. All right. Thank you for watching.